the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the seven chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences, aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session here unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hourglass Era.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. It's a beautiful space to be. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in to the assignment. Yeah, it's a beautiful space to be. I'm definitely here this morning on no other false pretenses, just trying to get everything together as we move and as we embark. I still haven't gotten my mic yet. Y'all see my mic right here. Right? I still haven't gotten the mic all the way. I ain't got the cord, so I gotta, I gotta go and get that all situated. But I hope y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can kind of, hear me, because, it's a good thing to have the ability to be heard, right? It's a good thing to even be, listen, it's a good thing to be heard. How about that? It's a good thing for somebody to hear you. You know what I'm saying? We got all kind of other things in the earth that you can tap into, but this morning you decide to tap into conscious thoughts and your own conscious being and your own awareness and your own enlightenment. Sometimes you might encourage yourself. What you think? I say sometimes you might have to encourage yourself. Get your own self, encouraged. How about that? I need some hot this morning. Y'all see behind me how it's raining. I keep telling y'all you might as well come on in and gather around the table. Did you hear me? I said you might as well come on in and gather around the table. There's no reason not to gather around the table. I mean, it's a table that you're going to eventually have to prepare for yourself as you embark upon the newness, as you embark upon being aware, understanding, and even being understood. There's a table of awareness that you're going to have to understand, that you're going to prepare a table. I don't know why I just felt like it was in the presence of your enemies. I didn't even sit down here this morning to say that, but sometimes we know that enemies are present. I hope and pray I don't have no enemies, but I believe that you might have a hidden enemy out there somehow or another that don't want to see you prosper and don't want to see you do well and don't want to see you, continue your work by which the Creator all you. So I told y'all our light coming from here. So y'all, it should look better on YouTube. YouTube, how it's looking a little bit better, because at the same time, yesterday y'all might not be able to see me extremely well. But it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm here this morning. I'm Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. Of course, y'all know I'm on assignment. I wouldn't even do this every morning, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and had it not been for the assignment that has been mandated for me to speak into the mind of the people. So I guarantee y'all by now, 2 years later, if it wasn't a calling, if it wasn't mandated, if I didn't feel as though my life here on this earth is predicated upon me being obedient, because you know obedience is better than sacrifice. It's better to be obedient. It's better to do it from obedient type perspective than to do it any other way. Because as you unravel and you step into obedience, I believe that obedience is what's going to catapult and propel you into that new dimension by which you have a desire to go. And I believe that when you operate in obedience, right, when you just operate 100% in obedience, no matter what the people around you are saying, if you know in your spirit and you know in your heart and you know in your mind and you know in that innermost being of your innermost existence that the Creator has called you to do something, then I'm telling you, ma'am, hey, sir, I'm telling you, you better go ahead on and get it done. Listen, man. You might as well go ahead on and get it done. I say you might as well go ahead on and get it done. And so this morning, I invite you to come on in and gather around the table. Did you hear me? I said, I invite you this morning to come on in and gather around the table. And gather around the table of your own thoughts. I'm just here to assist and guide and orchestrate a avenue by which you must understand that there's a table that you're going to have to dump everything that you once understood and you once acknowledged and you once accepted. And it's okay to put it back in there once you dump it all out. But then you're going to have to decipher. You know, you're going to have to go through all the thoughts of your ups and your downs and your upbringings and why they did what they did. Why did our parents do what they did? Our parents did what they did because their parents did to them what they did to them. And it's been a trickle down effect all along, you know what I'm saying, down the whole line of life. And so at the same time, I came in this morning because I have no other choice. I have 4 days a week to speak out my spirit and speak out my most innermost being into the mind of the people because I would have it no other way. Did you hear me? I said I'll have it no other way. There's no reason for me to do anything other than what's the assignment that's on my life. And so I take this serious. I take this to heart because I believe that somebody will tap into what's being said right now in 2024, and they might not see this to 2028. And it might be something that I said that will enlighten or encourage or make them aware or make them understand or make them comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. Did you hear me? I said there's a vast expansion of our inner world that we got to go inward to get. I know that this world and this world system says reach out to this and reach out to that and reach out to something that's outside of you. And for me, I believe that that's the biggest misnomer. That's the biggest deception, if you will. If they want you to reach outside of yourself into somebody or something or entity that they feel as though it's outside of yourself, I just all believe, and this is that it's inward that we have to go, man. We got to go inward in order to get what it is that the Creator of all things desire because He resides in you through your confessions. And if you confess the Creator of all things as being your Savior or your Lord or your God or your deity or your entity by which you acknowledge or accept it, then why you got to still reach outside yourself if you've accepted it? So if you reached outside yourself, then at the same time, did you really accept what you said through confessions, through your faith, and through your understanding, through just through your being? So anyway, I'm sitting here in a psychological realm right now. Right now, this morning, y'all better be glad I ain't put that lab jacket on. I brought it near. I took it off the hanger and brought it near. And then I looked at my shirt and I said, well, this is warfare. I said maybe at the same time where we're moving and we don't know and we don't understand that we're in warfare, right? That warfare is all around us. And at the same time that maybe we're warring with ourselves. Maybe the warfare is not external. Maybe the warfare is not external. Maybe the warfare is not environmental. Maybe the warfare that we're experiencing right now is not atmospheric. How about that? How about it's not an atmospheric war, man? Hey, sir, how about you're not in an atmospheric or environmental war? And if you are, then that's your war. And at the same time, this session might help you with this process. But I'm telling you that sometimes, and some of us might be warring on the inside. It might be an internal war that you're battling with. You feel me? That's inside of you that you got to battle with this internal situation, this most innermost, understanding. So maybe you battle internally. I don't know. But all I know is that warfare sometimes is prevalent. And so we have to go in and put on our warfare armor. What is our warfare armor? You tell me what our warfare armor is, and Facebook family and friends. Hey, YouTube, what they do. Tell me what our warfare is. Tell me what our warfare armor is. I can tell you what our warfare armor is. It says the helmet of salvation, right? The sword of the Spirit, which is the word. The shield of faith, where we are to quench the fiery dots of the enemy. We have our breastplate of righteousness on. We have our loins girded with truth, and our feet shod with the gospel of preparation of peace, right? I just think that that's all relevant. And so at the same time, I came in this morning. For the first time in my life, I got a piece of opal in my hand. I'm sitting here talking to y'all with a piece of opal. It's my birthstone. It's my birthstone opal, right? And so I don't say, why not put it in my left hand, right? Why not put this opal in my left hand? And so I never really Googled what's the whole benefits behind having opal. And at the same time, I just haven't done it yet. And if I do it right now, I'm going to stop the music. So I don't know. Y'all Google it for yourself. Y'all Google it for yourself. You feel me? Hi. We. Hi. And so, yeah. I'm telling you to go ahead and Google that for yourself. See what y'all got going on. Or see what I got going on right here in my left hand. It's opal. You see it? It's just in my hand. And so I know that what the creator of all things told me was everything on that periodical table chart that you learned about in 8th grade, man. You remember that periodical table chart that we learned about, that we had all the elements in the earth? He said, tell them that's my stuff. I'm like, man, people tell you to stay away from that. Oh yeah, don't look at the crystals and don't look at the gold and the silver. Don't look at it, but it's all on that chart. Just like O2, oxygen, just like nitrogen, just like hydrogen. It's all on that chart, man. Just like phosphorus, that's his stuff. He said, tell them that stuff never loses its power. That's how you're able to identify the stuff that came into existence when he said the word let. I ain't even sitting down here to say all that this morning. I promise y'all that. I came in here with something totally different, but I gotta flow. I have to flow out my spirit. Y'all, could understand that as time progresses, that this is a spirit. We are all spiritual beings having a humanistic experience. So at the same time, I probably need my mic. It's not all gonna be perfect. It's not when you're called to do something. You can't be distracted by the small distractions. Ooh, did you hear me? I say, don't allow yourself to be distracted by the small, insignificant distractions, not even the big distractions, folks, should get you thrown off key. Because if you're anchored inwardly, if you're anchored on the inside, then at the same time, these external distractions that's all around us through politics, economical well-being, through financial situations, I just believe if you stay centered, and if you stay centered and your chakras is aligned, I believe that they have more control over you. I'm talking about the things and the powers that be if your chakras is out of line and off balance and out of sync. But if you have a line of your chakras, make sure that your chakras is aligned and balanced within yourself, right? The only thing you have is self. You came in this environment. You came into the metaverse with a month, day, and year that's different from everybody else. And even if you had people that was born on that same month, day, and year, y'all still individuals. Y'all still are not the same. You might have some slight characteristics, but you're still your own fingerprint. And so at the same time, being that you're your own fingerprint, you might as well flow according to that phenomenon. How is it that you are the only fingerprint in the earth that have your fingerprint? Out of all these billions of people that has came before you, and came after you, and that will come during you, and you mean to tell me the fingerprint that's on your thumb has never been mismatched with someone else, or has never been matched with someone else? Then I don't know, y'all. Y'all know my brain tick different. For whatever reason, when I sit down here behind this sacred desk that I have created for a speaking space that has been sanctified or set apart for the usage of myself to exude and to I guess amplify knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and comprehension, and awareness, and alertness, that I think that the atmosphere is conducive for it, then I start to relax spiritually, and I can just open up my spirit and then speak out my spirit. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be speaking into your flesh. I don't want to speak into your fleshy side of you. I want the spirit, man, that you'll understand that we're going to talk spirit to spirit. Since you are a spirit, I know that I am a spirit with housed in this body, housed in this minimum amount of capacity by which this body is moving. And then we're going to endure pain, and we're going to endure power, we're going to endure vigor, we're going to endure vitality, we're going to endure all of these things that comes with this external frame, and framework. And so at the same time, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I do not have all the answers now. Hey, sir, I ain't got all that. That's that Miami word. Hey, listen, I ain't got all that. I ain't do that. You ain't never heard that? Y'all ain't never heard that before? Y'all ain't never heard that before? I ain't had nothing to do with that. That's a Miami word right there all day. That ain't no word. I ain't. You done got like a hit dog and bark. And y'all know I'm crazy. But at the same time, it's a beautiful thing to be here this morning. Did you hear me? I say it's a beautiful thing to be here this morning with you. Locking minds. That's what I just felt. I felt like, you know how you lock arms with each other, like you see those people, like when they Martin Luther King, when he used to lock arms and walk over the bridge, and came over through the Selma in Alabama, and he locked arms and walk over the bridge. But at the same time, at this moment, when I just imagined in my spiritual imagination was the fact that we're locking minds in that same way. And the same way they used to lock arms and put their arms through, and then one person be like this, and the other person put their arms through that, and then this is where we're going to have to do in our minds. We're going to have to lock minds together. So maybe that was just in my spirit when I closed my eyes. Y'all know how I close my eyes and speaking to the mind of the people with my eyes wide closed. Ooh, you know I was speaking to the mind of the people with my eyes wide closed. So I'll close my natural eyes so I can see out my center eye, see out that third eye chakra. So at the same time, it's the same thing, and I told y'all yesterday about when the creator of all things told me to tell y'all that it's a bright light inside of you. You're going to have to operate from within your bright light. Did you hear me? I said, you're going to have to operate within your bright light. There's a light inside of you, man. There's a light inside of you, sir, that you're going to have to operate from within your bright light. Ooh, darkness will come. And so light is more effective in darkness. You don't get the same amount of intensity when light is shining forth in the daytime. Did you hear me? You don't get the same amount of effect when light is shining into daytime hours. You get the better effect when light is shining into darkness. That's lighting up the darkness. So, I don't know what I was going with that. I know y'all gonna grab it though. Somebody that's gonna hear what I just said and it's gonna resonate in your spirit instantly. It ain't gonna even be no, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be no, you know, that's that Miami stuff. He ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, no understanding. You're gonna get full understanding over here, baby. You're gonna get full understanding, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get full, because it's gonna be your spirit that connects with what I say. And so, I'm here this morning. I did come by with a brief little something, just I saw this written somewhere, and y'all know when something resonates with me, I'll go to my pad. I wish I could show y'all my pad on my phone, my notepad. It's full of like slogans and just, it's full of cliches and just words, and it's full because I'm a wordsmith, right? I think I know that I'm a sapiophiile, like I'm a sapiosexual. Like I get turned on by words, by conversation, by my brain has to be I don't want to say massage. You gotta massage my brain. My brain gotta be massaged to a certain degree in order to, cause my body to work properly. But you gotta first come with something that's gonna massage my mind, and massage my thoughts, and massage my brain, and massage my intuition, and help me see clearer, better, further, faster. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'm able to do it like that, the woman is able to do that with me or to me, then she really can gravitate to my whole situation when my mind is being massaged by thoughts and charisma and character by which she come to the table with, that will enhance and grow me, you know what I'm saying, to the new level. And so I'm a learning being. I'm on this learning journey, and I want you to join this learning journey with me as we matriculate through this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? We don't have all the answers. Ain't nobody on this earth has all the answers. But I know it takes multiple people around you to help you get where you need to be. You're not an island, man. Sir, you're not an island. You can't do this thing by yourself. I know you feel as though you can, but at one time in my life, I thought I could too. At this moment, I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact, I go further, faster with networks and connections. Remember back in the days where the creator of all things said that he gave me a paper, say, write these dots all over the paper. He said, that's you. at that moment, that was me. And then at the same time, he said, now write the same amount of dots, but make sure that every dot between each dot is connected with something, with another line that's connected to it. And I wrote that out. He said, that's where I want you to be, because that's more effective than a scattered buckshot type concept and more along the lines of organization and network. As a network, it's almost like a little networking situation. So that little networking little thing that I had it. I could draw it right now out of my spirit. But at the same time, you gotta connect the dots. In your life, man, you have some loose dots, right? You're gonna have to connect the dots, because through the connection and through the networking, that's when all the things that you're gonna need gonna come